I ask you how does your friend or how do your friends describe you? So like this is not a full sentence. So answer the question of the day in complete sentences. So if you just say annoying, so this is not a complete sentence. This is a complete sentence. My friends say that I'm talkative. I'm a talkative person and always make random jokes. Okay. So I'm gonna be relaxed a little bit about the spelling error because this is not a test. But okay, this is good, but this is not good. Easygoing, cheerful, gamers. So this is not a complete sentence. So you need to write a complete sentence, capital letter at the beginning, and at the end you should have a full stop. Okay. And there are so many people writing in phrases. Kita panggil dalam bahasa Melayu ayat tergantung. Ayat tergantung. Ayat or fragment in English. We call it fragments. We call these sentences fragments. Tidak ada full stop. You need to learn how to write full sentences. Okay. So my friend would always describe me as a carelessly funny guy. Okay, this is good. Okay, ayat lengkap. And as we go on, okay, later on, there are still people writing in fragments. Ni janganlah tulis huruf besar macam ni kan. Okay. Nama awak asal tu huruf besar tak apa. Tapi if I ask you to write in full sentences, you need to obey the rule of capital letter in the beginning and then the rest will be lowercase and full stop at the end. Okay. So the last question I asked you about the job that you did, okay, that you got paid for. Okay, so job that requires skill and so, but this is not actually I was targeting that you would write something in past tense and then you use past tense. Okay. So on my first job, I need to do food processing. Okay, so it's supposed to be in past tense. I needed to do food processing where I needed to clean up the chickens. Mungkin banyak chicken kan, mungkin kena plural, which would be used, tak boleh will, would be used in making fried chickens, nuggets, and porridges. So if you are writing in English, you have to, okay, at least, okay, you have to think of the time, past tense, present tense, and also you have to think about the numbers, plural or singulars. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. I have experience in helping. Okay, I would go for I had the experience in helping my neighbor to handle nasi kukus business. At that time, after Jumaat prayer, okay, ni kan kena past tense kan. There were a lot of people came, okay, bagus ni ada past tense. Came to this place and my work was, okay, bukan is, to clean the plate and cup since the limitation of them, okay. Bukan eat, sebab cups, plates tu banyak tak ada S kat sini. And with a high number of customers. At the end of the day, I got to eat free nasi kukus with 10 ringgit as the payment for the help. Okay, I felt very satisfied after the work, and it was a worth it experience. So again, you need to think of present tense, the time when the event happened or will happen, and then also at the same time you have to think of the numbers. Okay, the numbers, plural, singular, whatnot. Okay. Let's see other question, other answers. I was paid for my internship during my diploma years at Schindler. which is a Swiss escalator and elevator company. I interned there. Okay, this is good. Okay, was paid. I interned there, past tense, there for nearly a year, and it was really life-changing experience. Schindler's lift and escalators. Okay, ini patut. Schindler's lifts ada S, escalators. Kena sama Sini ada S, ni pun ada S. Almost everywhere. The nearest Schindler's elevator to UTM is at Paradigm Mall. Okay, ini present tense sebab masih ada sekarang lagi. I got the chance to be like James Bond, jumping on the top of the elevator, traveling inside the elevator shaft. Couldn't wait. I can't wait to start my career there upon graduation. Okay, jadi this is good. Cuma ada silap sikit saja. Okay, so having said that, again, I would like to remind you, past tense, present tense, okay, and also the numbers. Okay, the numbers. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. And now it is 8:13. I'm giving you the question of the day for today. Okay, hold on. But before that, and copy, shorten the okay. So the link for the attendance you can find in again at e-learning. So here's the link also. Okay, attendance. And I'm giving you the question of the day for today. So again, when did you last write an email? So again, it is I am fishing, okay, for answers about the past, and I want you to be able to write in past tense. Okay, give me a short answer but in full sentences. Having said that, we are now in week 4. Week 4, there are altogether there are four signatures for attendance. Okay, and I hope the attendance will be, you will sign the attendance within the class time. If it's outside of the class time, you'll be penalized for that, and then yeah, you'll be penalized for that. So sign the attendance during the class time. Okay. Having said that, let's take a look at where are we now. Gonna stop the video and share my Chrome again. Okay, where are we now? So we are done with this thing. We talk about video resumes and slides and the storyboards. There are some sample of storyboard on. Let me make this bigger. Going to be bigger for you to read. Okay, and I hope. Okay, I hope before the semester break, okay, you will submit a storyboard. Okay, where is it? The assignment. So complain. Yeah. Okay, where do you have to submit the storyboard? Somewhere. Okay. Okay. So here, video resume progress report. So your assignment is to submit the storyboard of your resume, and then you will go out for your semester break, and then after the semester break, we already have here you will submit your video resume. So we will watch video resumes after the semester break. For the semester break, just give me the storyboards. Okay. Let's take a look here, storyboards. Okay, just about 1 page outline of the thing that you want to say. And outline, you do not have to write in full sentences. And but then 10-page storyboard, okay, ada gambar, ada sentences. Okay. You just predict about for each shot about one page. Okay. Kalau tak pandai lukis, guna orang lidi, and you do this on a platform called what is the name of that platform? Bot. Lupa lah. Apa bot? Something bot. Okay, let's find out the name of the thing. Jamboard. Yeah, it was okay. Jamboard. Okay. So that's about the assignment. And okay, what do we do today? Today we are going to learn about. Okay, today is 14 April. We are going to learn about correspondence. Okay, correspondence. So that's why I asked you, when did you last write an email? So I'm going to stop this for a while. Yeah, thank you, Tivaga, reminding me about Jamboard. I guess I last wrote an email. It was yesterday. I'm writing to my the office. Okay, yeah. It was a formal email asking the people at the office to provide me documents related to KWSP. But I guess you missed this period of I could ask, when did you last write a letter? When did you last write a mail? Okay, a traditional mail. Itu susah So in the older days, okay, itulah. In the older days, people would write physical letters. I would receive about 1 or 2 letters a week from my friends. We got pen pals. Okay, when I was studying in the US, I would receive letters from my girlfriends. Okay, ada S girlfriends. Masa tu playboy lah. Okay, and then I still keep letters from my one special girlfriend who's now my wife. Okay, so we have these letters in a shoebox. Okay. And in the older days, during Hari Raya like this, we would receive a lot of cards, Hari Raya cards. Okay, as a lecturer or as a teacher, I would paste all the cards on the wall, and then we would compete between lecturers and teachers who has more cards, who receive more cards. But currently, I would be lucky to receive 1 card every year, a Hari Raya card. Even that, it would be a card from my insurance agent or some company. It would be a marketing card. Okay. Okay, those were the days. Okay, saya tak tahu lah so everybody here, anybody who's not Malaysian in this class? So let me ask Daniel Tugi. Daniel Tugi.
Yes, Doctor.
Are you Malaysian? Are you a Malaysian? Or like your name is quite different?
Okay, Doctor. Setapak KL, Doctor.
Yes?
I'm from KL, Doctor.
Oh, Mr. G. Okay. Setapak Kuala Lumpur. Daniel Tugi. What kind of name is Tugi? A Javanese name or
Yes.
Javanese?
Oh, Javanese.
Oh, okay. Orang Jawa
Betul, Doctor.
So, because sometimes I would shift to bahasa Melayu Okay. Where were we? Okay, tapi I just want to ask this thing whether it's tiring or annoying for young people like you guys are millennials. Millennials, whenever old people like me uh, digress and talk about the past. Macam, oh pada masa zaman bapak dulu, okay, bapak jalan ke apa? Ke sekolah. Okay, and then you guys will be cerita-cerita macam gini lagi. Okay. So is that true, Daniel? Or you is okay to listen to stories of the past?
Sometimes it's okay,
Sometimes it's okay.
but it's not always that we are trying to. But,
What kind of stories you do not like to listen to? I mean, if your parents are still around,
yes,
okay, do they tell you about things in the past, about the hardships of the past?
yes, of course. PG.
Okay, okay, there are interesting things, and also there are things that you find annoying. What kind of stories do you find annoying?
Think there is more benefit in the story than annoying.
Oh, for you it's more benefits, okay? And then let me read. Okay, thank you, Daniel. Let me read some of the responses here on the chat box here. So for me, according to Fidaus, not really. Tapi kalau dengar about 100 kali and then saya akan rasa apa yang macam doktor kata tu. So Mr. G bukan doktor. I have to repeat this. I guess repetition would annoy you. But then I have to repeat that I am not a doctor. You call me Mr. G. Okay. Or sir. Okay. Okay. Or so okay, if it is repetition, it will annoy you. Okay. Okay, itulah orang tua dia suka mengulang-ulang Okay. Anyway, I would enjoy stories from my of the past from pakcik-pakcik if I were to uh, sort of attend weddings atau ada rewang. So I would now sit with the pakcik and then all the wak dalam bahasa Jawa saya orang Jawa. Wak, lek, all the uncles, I would ask them about stories of the past, interesting stories, events like I especially like horror stories. I find it entertaining. Okay. So Dalila say do not compare. Okay. I will try my best. Okay, to refrain from comparing, but sometimes you just can't help. Okay. Anyway, okay, I was asking about. So you answered that question of the day. When was the last time you wrote an email? Okay. Why did I ask you? So that is actually the introduction to our what do you call it? Our lesson today about correspondence. Okay. Let me write correspondence. Okay. Surat menyurat atau perhubungan. So nowadays people are writing emails, and even then, emails are rarely written at the same time because why people are writing on short messages on WhatsApp. Okay, they prefer to do that. Let's say you have something, you have complaints about Shopee. Okay, you bought something at Shopee, and then the thing that you received were it was there was a defect. There's a defect on the thing that you bought. So what do you do? So you have the option of writing an email to Shopee and complaining. Okay, a complaint letter, a complaint email to Shopee. You have that option. But at the same time, perhaps you will Shopee will sort of prepare a form. Okay, a form on its website, and then you can just fill up that form, complaint form. Or you can just if you know the person, the what do you call it, the seller, you can just send a message on WhatsApp, short message on WhatsApp. Or you can just go to the social media on Twitter, you just complain there, or on TikTok, you just give a complaint, and then they would reply sometimes, or most of the time. People, all these businesses, they are really concerned about their image on to the public. Okay. So anyway, we still have to write an email perhaps when you are applying for you apply for a job, or you are sort of contacting a company business to business, or you are writing to somebody. Okay, you have to write an email if it is a formal thing, especially. So let me show you our hold on, where is it? Okay, I'm gonna stop my video. Okay, I'm gonna share again. So, so here we have this assignment brief on video resume, and here's correspondence guideline 20%. Okay, ini sebenarnya awak ada two different assignment related to correspondence. One which is you have to do it on my line, and another one is a test in which you have to do in class during class time. So there are three different types of you might be tested on three different email format, which is complaint email, inquiry email, or request email. Ada tiga jenis. Okay, so today we're gonna cover all these three. Okay, and then but before that, let me talk about this one, assessing myline guideline. Ini untuk soalan-soalan berkenaan email di myline. So here. So you go and log in to myline. Username is here, your metric card dengan UTM dan metric card number. Sebab there are other institution also using the myline system. And then your password is your metric card. So you go in and log in. Okay, and go to your, you can do all this other stuff, but go to, I guess it would be easier if we just go to my line. Okay, hold on. My line dot utm dot my. Okay, if it is slow, so it is necessary for you to do it on time, early, because sometimes it will slow down. So what do you do first? First enter lah, log in. Log in. So tak ada kat sini saya punya password. And log in. So now I'm logged in. Okay, my name ada kat situ lah. So nampak nama saya dah keluar. And you go to, where is it? My course ELSP at UTM. Mana my ELSP at UTM? UITM, UMK, UMT. Okay, mana dia? Okay, tak lupa. ELSP, UTM kat sini. English Language Support Program. Go to UTM. Sometimes dia ada quiz outside of the class dia ada quizzes yang awak boleh ambil dan dapat hadiah tak pergi pun, astagfirullahaladzim. Okay. Kalau tak pergi, kita cuba kat sini. Ada UTM. Kena kecilkan sikit. Okay. See, let's go to tak ada. ELSP UTM. Come on. Okay, dekat sini dah ada English courses. Dah masuk punya. Okay. So UHLB3132. UHLB31. Okay. The UHLB3132 over here. Okay, besarkan balik. Okay. Sini besar dan kita masuk. So, ini markah. Boleh tengok markah. Kalau tekan dapat tengok markah. So, section 20. Section 20. Kat sini markah awak. So, ini nama awak. Abu Bakar, hopefully dan nama betul lah. So, ada Dalilah sebetulan ni So, sekarang ni ada kosong. So, dia ada questions, 20 questions yang awak akan jawab dekat sini on email etiquette, email complaint, respond to an email inquiry, kemudian writing email expression quiz. So, all these quizzes together 20 marks. Kemudian ada lagi 20 marks which is dalam kelas saya akan bagi question and awak akan jawab. So, itu je lah. Okay, belum lagi. Pergi balik sini. So mula pada bila? Week 4 dah mula dah Maksudnya awak dah boleh jawab quizzes for the quizzes for 20% on correspondence kat sini. So ada read me first kat sini, just follow, baca perlahan. So what to do? Okay. Selalu saya dah ada kat sini what to do pun orang akan tanya saya lagi email ataupun message, sir, what should we do on my line? So kat sini sudah ada. Okay, what do? Here you have to answer sets of quizzes. 1, 2, 3, 4 on email, complaint, inquiry email, and expressions. So answer all question. Dia ada 2 attempts. 2 attempts. 2 kali awak boleh buat 2 cubaan. Dia ambil markah yang tinggi. Okay, bukan markah yang rendah. Okay. So how do you see your marks? Okay, tadi pergi ke atas kalau nak tengok markah, tengok kat sini Okay, so pergilah ni jawab soalan ni. So let's take a look at one. Contoh satu, pergi email a quiz on etiquette. So jawablah. Dia ada re-attempt quiz. Okay, finish, what time, review. Mana dia punya soalan? Somewhere kat sini lah Okay. Anyway, done with that. Okay. Okay. So itu adalah my line. Another 20%. Sample question. Okay ni. Ini ya. Another 20% adalah there's a quiz in class. You have to do it in 1 hour. And you have to answer this question. Kita tengok the question from previous semester. Okay. This is a question. Kena siap dalam 1 hour. Read the situation and complete the task. You have booked 2-day, 1-night weekend getaway to Batam. Okay. Where is Batam? Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay, let's try to make this bigger. Okay. Via Great Adventure Travel Tours. Okay, ini company yang supply the tour. As a reward to staff who achieve their sales target in the second quarter of the year. So tujuan trip itu adalah as a reward for those good staff yang achieve sales targets of the year. So nampak ni ramai tapi staff dia tak ada S. So, ni staff memang satu irregular. Memang ni perkataan yang ganjil sikit, dia tak ada S. Okay, staff ni ramai pun begini, sikit pun begini. Okay. So the package includes, okay, ini pasal sebab apa awak ada includes? Sebab sini singular, dia punya verb mesti plural. Ini subject verb agreement. Okay. The package includes return flight tickets. Return flight ticket maksudnya pergi balik. An executive 15-seater van, so, and a dedicated tour guide. Okay, ada tour guide and 4-star accommodation including breakfast, lunch, dinner throughout the 2 days. So awak ada flight, awak ada van, awak ada food, awak ada tour guide. So how much have you paid? You were required to pay full amount of 3,300 for 14 people 6 weeks prior to the trip. Okay, 6 minggu sebelum trip awak dah bayar. Tapi awak ada masalah. Throughout the visit to Batam, you face problems with the tour guide. Who was, okay, past tense, who was often late, dah lambat, okay, and drove past tense again in a very reckless and dangerous manner. So, masalah pertama awak adalah, so awak kena, kalau awak menjawab soalan ni, awak kena cari apa dia masalah dia, apakah isu dia. So, the driver was late, the tour guide was late and drove dangerously. So, ada lagi. In addition, the hotel only provided free breakfast and lunch. Kata janji ada dinner tapi tidak ada. So, you had to pay for dinner which is contrary to what was stated in the itinerary given. So, kena bayar sendiri dinner. Okay? So, this is not as promised. You promise different things tapi dapat benda ni. So the task, write a complaint email within 200 and 250, do not exceed 250. So kena kira lah, apa yang nulis kena kira, kat ujung tu tulis the number of words used. Because we are doing this online, it's easy, just copy, letak dekat word, then you know. Or you go on and write on words using words, Microsoft Words, and then you know the number of words that you use. So you are writing a complaint email to Great Adventure Travel and Tours about the matter. Okay, your email should ada concise subject. Ini markah diberi mula daripada sini, concise subject. The problem, so awak kena tahu apa problem tadi, ada 4 ke 5 tadi, dan juga apa yang awak nak mereka buat. Action needed to be taken by Great Adventure Travels and Tours. So, mesti maintain professional tone. Jangan angry, do not be angry or use curse word and use bad words. Okay, kena tolak markah. Okay, kalau awak direct copy benda ni daripada atas ni, soalan ni, so marks will be deducted for lifting directly from the question. So try your best, cari dia punya synonyms and tukar supaya ayat ni bukan ayat yang sama daripada soalan. Okay. So ini adalah complaint email. Perhaps you will have to be asked or to write inquiry email. You have to write perhaps complaint email like this, and another one is asking for information. Request email. Okay, done. So notes semua di sini, tapi saya akan go through. Kita akan mula daripada alphabetical order. We'll start with the complaint email. Stop sharing. Complaint email. So what I will do is, you guys need to practice to speak in English, and we will take turn reading the slides. Okay, and then I will go on and explain. Okay, there are altogether 13 slides. Complaint emails. Tengok. Saya tak share lagi. I'm sorry. My mistake. So kita guna alphabetical order, participants, Adam, Afiq, Amshar, and so on. Okay, we will write, each person will read the slide one by one. Okay, let's press the share button. Share. Good. Adam, complaint emails. Next. So we're going to talk about definition of a complaint email, purpose of complaint email, types of complaint email, writing a complaint email, complaint letter, and how to write an effective custom complaint response. Mana nak respond kepada soalan-soalan ni. Next, Adam, please read.
All the slides here.
Yeah, on the slide.
Alright, what is a complaint letter? A written letter in which someone reports a bad experience or situation. When writing an email or letter of complaint, where there are a set phrases to express both your discontent and describe what has happened. Nowadays, emails are as commonly used to complain as letters. The phrases used both in both emails and letters are the same.
Okay. Sebenarnya kandungan, the content of a email or complaint letter, they are the same. Even if you're writing it on piece of paper, the format is the same. Okay. The phrases are the same. Okay, sini pula. Next, purposes. Amshar Irfan.
Purposes of a complaint letter: to inform a dissatisfaction. Some of the common situations include reporting a missing item from your order, receiving an expired or a broken product, to request a remedy to a problem. The main objective of a complaint letter is to prompt an action that resolves a conflict. You ought to stay away from threats and allegations while giving the subtleties of your complaint.
So dia bukanlah it is not about being nice. You have a complaint, you have bought something or you receive a faulty service, you go ahead and complain. But be professional about it. Tiada ancaman, there's no threats, tiada tuduhan, just being strict, being and straightforward. Okay. Next, type of complaint emails. Okay, siapa nak baca tadi? Nombor 3, Amshar.
I was the second reader, Mr. G.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Dalilah Daud.
Yes, Mr. G.
Baca. Types of complaint letter.
Okay. Types of complaint letter. Professional. Written in behalf of an organization. Personal. Written by consumers to get refund, replace a product, etc. Routine. Written in the case when mistakes are considerable.
Cases. Dalilah cases. Kau kena peka kau dengan apa tu plural tu.
Okay.
Persuasive. Read again from the beginning. Written in the cases.
Written in the cases when mistakes are considerable and by
Awak tengok
nature
sana. Okay.
routine. I'm currently reading the routine one.
Okay. Persuasive.
Persuasive. Written in the cases where there is a need for the consumer to convince the seller to correct the mistake.
So it should be persuasive. You complain and then you persuade other people to do something. Whatever it is, okay, kalau ada menulis surat yang formal, make sure that the first sentence is merujuk kepada perkara dia, ataupun the first sentence should talk about the purpose of the letter. I'm writing this letter because kenapa purpose apa-apa pun ayat pertama mesti cakap purpose. Okay. writing a complaint letter. Okay, after Dalilah, it's Ihsan.
Information you may want to include: store name and location, your account number, relevant dates such as when you bought goods or service and when the problem began, names of the seller, customer service representatives or managers with whom you have addressed the issue previously, serial and model numbers, copies of receipt, invoice and warranties, copies of previous correspondence, emails, chat logs, letters, and your contact information.
Okay, basically the businesses they have many clients. Okay, if you write something to them but you do not mention specifically what is it about, then they do not know who you are. So you need to ask them to refer to dates, to refer to the items. Kalau ada nombor receipt, gunakan nombor receipt. Contohnya kalau ada receipt tu, cakaplah nombor berapa receipt tu Okay. Next, okay, Muhammad Daniel Haikal.
Examples of phrases used in I wish to draw your attention to point out your discontent toward their services or products. To make matters worse, this phrase, if there is anything else that you are not satisfied with, in other words, to add on something that bothers you. Although I appreciate that this phrase can be used to show some company or the service provider make a mistake, so that you're still considering to solve the problems. Okay. Unless the issue is resolved, promptly, then unfortunately we will be forced to take further action. This phrase is to highlight that you are taking this matter seriously and hoping for a response soon.
Okay. Tadi kan ada dua isu. First issue, the tourism issue about the lack of the guide was very rude, and then you add one more to make matters worse. The hotels did not provide dinner. Yeah. Writing effective customer complaint response. Muhammad Afiq. Please read.
Overview of email content. Acknowledge the customer's frustration. Be understanding. There is no point trying to convince a customer they have got this wrong. If you need to point out where they are wrong to provide a solution, start by empathizing with them and go on to say something akin to this should not normally be happening. So I would be happy to look into it. Or, sorry, we have been amazed in communicating about this. Here is an updated article you can check out.
Okay, stop for a while. So you must acknowledge the customer's complaint. Okay, so paragraph pertama tu, ini kalau awak on the business side, okay, supplier. So you acknowledge dia punya frustration tu. And then Avoid apologies, tapi jangan minta maaf tanpa tak kena tempat. Okay, maaf mesti bertempat. So please continue the reading. This often
This often happens with brands that give half-hearted apologies and then get slammed for them online. It is easy to fall in this trap, especially if the customer is not completely justified in their complaint. So avoid phrases like "We are sorry you feel this way" or "We apologize if we caused problem." Opt for "We are sorry for inconvenience you" or "You are right, we take full responsibility for what happened."
okay, minta maaf, tapi maaf itu mestilah ikhlas So jangan cakap kalau aku salah aku minta maaf. So awak tidak mengakui salah awak. Awak kata kalau aku salah aku minta maaf. So make sure you are honest and transparent when you ask for forgiveness. Okay, benda boleh bawa bincang. Okay, what do you have to do then? Please read.
Offer explanations, but without sounding defensive. Focus on helping the customer understand why something happened instead of refuting their complaint. This could include a reason that was outside of your control or taking full responsibility for a mistake. Next, suggest redeeming actions. If you can provide immediate help on a problem or even offer a discount, coupon, or other benefit to the customer, go ahead. It is important to show your customer that you take their complaint seriously and want to alleviate their concern, but also that you are actively trying to solve the problem instead of just apologizing. Show calmness and respect. Customers are not always right, but it is never a good strategy to antagonize them. Do not forget they could well spread the word and damage your brand. Staying calm might be difficult if the customer is aggressive, so try to step back and look at the situation objectively. This will be easier to do if you are communicating via email or live chat rather than on the phone.
Okay, so you try to explain the situation if people are complaining about you and try to suggest redeeming action untuk apa membeli balik dia punya kepercayaan and then show calmness and respect even though kalau awak tak bersalah pun tunjuklah kebaikan. So I guess on the social media nowadays Ramadan people are complaining about this one chef nasi Arab dia very expensive. I can't remember the name of the chef. So maybe somebody should write an email to the chef. And the chef then has to explain the situation. Okay? So continue on. So here's an example of an email. Okay, a complaint email. The name, subject ni dah ada markah and then date, to and CC, carbon copy, ataupun BCC, blind carbon copy, you bagi pada orang lain yang orang lain tak tahu kalau blind CC. So I will read this one, kecil sangat. Dear Sir, I wish to complain about, so dia terus immediately, dia terus bagi purpose dia. I wish to complain about the price of nasi Arab at your restaurant. Okay. Name of the product, service with serial number. Okay, serial number tak ada lah, services. That I purchase on berapa hari bulan. Okay. I am complaining because kenapa awak complain? I bought certain things and but the price was not shown. Later on, I found out that education, I found out that the price is 50 ringgit per nasi Arab. Okay, and then you give the reasons. Here are the chapter 1, the background of the situation. Receipt number semua ada kat sini kat chapter 1, ada kat paragraph 1. And then paragraph 2, you try to explain the situation. I'm complaining because there was no price tag at your business. Okay. I would like you to apa dia perlu buat? Okay, to print and prepare labels for your products. When I first learned of this problem, I contacted at your company and was told that nothing could be done about my problem. Nothing could be done about my problem. I believe that this is response unfair. Okay, awak dah telefon tapi dia kata nothing can be done. So this is unfair because you give reason lah. I would like to state a written statement explaining your company's position and what will you do about my complaint. So I look forward to hearing from you as soon as possible to resolve this problem. And ini yang penutup ni macam sama je lah dengan penutup yang sama Okay. I do not hear from you within 5 days. I will file a complaint to a proper agencies. Okay. I'm attaching copies and receipt of my purchase. And then itu je lah. So boleh tulis dalam 1 hingga 2 muka surat. Okay, kalau come on. Habis dah. Right, thank you. Okay, habis dah. So itu adalah complaint email. Okay, take a break sekejap. Okay, 5 minutes. I shouldn't be talking that much. Okay, tekak masih lagi tidak 100%. Okay. So stop sharing. So let's take a break. 5 minutes. Those who want to go to the toilet, go now.